shot up. That is in for the win. Have room to run. Also, Dixon champion. Toronto both there. Henry is long running down. Walnut Grove basketball is good.
And welcome here to Dixon High School. We are here for the Varsity boys matchup, an early game, 3:30. And Bulldogs facing the Calvary Lutheran Lions out of Jefferson City. Both teams coming in, hovering at 500. Calvary's 4-4, and Dixon is 4-5. Common opponents here tonight also that these teams will face. They will face Bell later in the season, early January for Dixon, in December or February for the Lions. And Dixon, first points of the game is Kramer. So Dixon on the board first. Do have an issue with the clock under a minute, so I'll do my best to figure it out. And Calvary in the red, Dixon in the white. Also, both will face Iberia. Dixon fell to Iberia. Calvary will face them later in the year in February. Both teams will face Lakeway back-to-back days in February on the 5th and 6th. And both teams will face St. Elizabeth in January. And both teams have played Stoutland already. Dixon picked up an 11-point win, while Calvary fell by about 15 to the Tigers. So taking a look at some of the points here.
Jump ball.
Dixon with the jump ball. And junior varsity game before this, Dixon came away with a victory. MJ Ford at close to 30 points, if not breaking that in the ball game. Just a freshman for Dixon, so potential in the future. Both these teams are starters. Bride, one of the younger players here, one of the taller ones, 6'5", I believe. 2 points for him. Dixon up 4-0. Sending with the ball, playing guard out there. Also Burns helping out. Part of the rotation. 2-point shot, no good. Drew Young, his brother graduated, but Drew is really developed as a player here in this ball game. This Calvary Lutheran Lions, similar story here. Jorgensen, I believe, they have 2 seniors, Jorgensen and Joby. The rest underclassmen, Coleman, Ben, and Will. Freshman, McBride with his second basket of the game. He now has 4. Calvary underneath, they're going to get on the board.
Basket good. Ben Coleman.
So Ben Coleman, just talking about him, a junior for 6'7" junior. Pretty good size out here. His brother, freshman, is 6'2", so both of them, for a Class 1 school, pretty good talent. And their schedule not too shabby here. They have some decent-sized teams for being Class 1. take a look at the Lions schedule first here. Lions started the year against New Bloomfield with a win, then they fell to Smithton and Lamont. Lamont 8-3. Defeated a 0-10 Jamestown and a 1-6 Missouri Military Academy before it falling Stoutland. And they also defeated by 40 points Madison.
Checking in for Calvary Lutheran.
And they had a 5-point loss to Unity in the Gary Filbert Classic. And that leads them to here at 4-4. Following this game on the 28th, they will play Christian on the 29th. And then January they'll be back in action with Otterville following the break after those two games.
Number 4, John Kramer, his first team second.
Kramer, his first second team foul coming up. Looking at the Bulldogs here, a bit of a rough start. They fell the first two games to Salem and Stillville. To start the season 0-2, then they picked up a victory against Stoutland before falling the second two games, Newburgh and Iberia in the Frisco League tournament. Wound up coming in 4th place in that.
Jump ball possession, red.
And they defeated Vienna by 10, fell to Cuba here by 5, defeated Conway by 13, and in a very early game, they defeated South Callaway by 2. Following this game, they'll have a break till January. They'll face the Osage Indians. Game at Lake of the Ozarks at School of the Osage. They'll be on the road again following that Osage game at Stoutland on the 4th. And they'll finish the first week coming back with a home game against St. James Tigers. Calvary up. Basket no good. 10-2 right now. Bulldogs on top. Under 3 minutes in the quarter. Calvary, a feisty team on defense. Dixon with the drive. Basket no good. Offensive rebound with the ball's loose. Back into the hands of the Lions.
We got a foul on the floor.
Tournament-wise for Dixon, they don't have a lot of tournaments. They have... Looks like the only tournament January 15th to the 20th. Changes the way Misha kind of works things out a little bit. And we're going to have a foul on Dixon.
Dixon, number 11, Maverick Yoakum.
Yoakum his first. That's going to put the Lions in the bonus. They have yet to get a foul in this ball game. Inbound underneath with the tip. It is up. It is no good. Dixon coming away with the ball, heading the other way. Senden with the basket. Senden, one of the final lines of this tree here.
Basket good, John Kramer. Foul on number 2, Landon Vandegrift. His first. Checking in, Tommy McBride. Shooting 1, John Kramer.
There we go. We're tight again here. Sorry about that. So Kramer
Good, checking in
with the free throw. First foul of the game for Calvary. Dixon up 15-2 though. Big advantage early. Normally if you can come out with a lead like this, creates a big hole to fill, and layup no good. Kind of points, if you can make those off transition every time, you are pretty guaranteed to come away with the win. This is going to be a jump ball. So we'll head back to the Bulldogs. Homecoming for the Bulldogs will be live here against Lakeway on the 6th. And then they'll face Newburgh for, well, they'll have senior night against Lakeway. Homecoming will be the following night. The following game, that'll be on the 9th. McBride with the basket. So 17-2 now. Dixon with a big lead in this game. Once again, this is the last game they're going to have before the break. So they're going to have some time to heal up a little bit and mend some things under a minute. And Missouri does not have a shot clock, so which teams like this don't really, it wouldn't make that big of a difference, but there are teams that it will. Looking at some of our other tournaments we have coming up. McBride with the basket again for streaming here. We're going to have coverage of the Rolla Holiday Tournament from Missouri S&T. That side, that game's played at 2 15 seconds to go here. Looks like Dixon is going to take a 19-6 lead. A couple quick scores. Coleman, the last Lion to score on that. 3-point shot. That is deep. That is off. Tip nearly went in. I don't think that was a tip. And that tip should be good.
Starting the second quarter.
So back here again, second quarter will be Lions ball. The quarter thing is not updated yet, so we'll manually fix that for now.
Foul on the floor.
And we have our first foul of the game.
Number 15, Dominic Sheldon, his first. Team's first.
Sheldon's first. Ball the other way. That is a quick score for Kramer on that. Calvary underneath. Can't. Ball is loose. Had a shot, but tried to pass it. Thought somebody was open. They were not. We're looking at our coverage coming up in a couple weeks here, about a week. We'll have Mexico versus Hazelwood West out of St. Louis on the boys' side. And girls will have Grain Valley from Kansas City. They'll be facing the Waynesville Tigers. And then a Springfield matchup. We'll have Hillcrest High School facing the Springfield Rush. That's on the boys' side. And then our final game will be Jonesboro, Arkansas versus North County in the St. Louis region. South of St. Louis, though. Drew Young with a three-point shot on that. That'll extend the Dixon lead to 20.
Basket good, Drew Young.
And Drew Young again. That will add to his point total here. Calvary underneath. We have a whistle and a foul, so 2 points.
Basket was good.
And then we will have the loser side of the bracket the following day, so I do not know,
Shooting a free throw.
Israel, who those will be, but the games will start, I believe, at...
Checking in for Dixon.
Get time on those, but stay tuned. Just follow Allen Hilliard Sports for those games. And then we'll have the Waynesville Tigers broadcast wherever they are on the final day of the tournament. Those games will be at Rolla High School, the final year in their old gym. And a fitting close, as this is the final year of conference play for Rolla. And possibly the final time Waynesville will play them in a while here, as some realignments going on. Waynesville joined the COC. Very young with that. Frisco League, one of the conferences that hasn't changed any in the last really 50 years. A couple of new schools, Lakeway, I believe the newest addition to it back in the 80s. But since then, I mean, everyone's really been a senior member of this. No one there on the pass.
Bulldog basketball. Checking in for Dixon, Case Sinden and Maverick Yoakum.
And Case Sinden and Maverick Yoakum heading back in the ball game for the Bulldogs. I don't know why my clock says 6009, but it has a mind of its own.
Bulldog basketball.
It's got some AI voodoo that doesn't always seem to work. Why? Fix my adjustment thing here. And that might explain why I had some issues. But we are all fixed now. And a 30-8 lead. Dixon right now taking a commanding lead in this ball game. As I mentioned, Calvary coming in. Their schedule not quite as tough as the Bulldogs. And looking at the basketball scores from across the state, there's one other game going on right now. That is the Savannah Bulldogs and Mid-Buchanan Dragons. And it's 6-6 in the first quarter, so not a lot of points, or not a lot of games going on right now.
Checking in for Calvary Lutheran, number 3, Jesse Jorgensen.
I want to congratulate Risa Martin, the Lady Bulldogs from Rolla, for scoring her 1,000th point. We also have several Frisco League people. Alexis Shelton, just one of the many that scored her 1,000th point, a Lakeway Lady Hornet. And districts for the boys will be at Bell. Girls will be here for Class 3. Then Lakeway will have a boys and girls tournament. With a couple, most of the teams being the same, but I think there's one or two that kind of split districts, I believe, is kind of how it was explained to me. Not everyone is in the same this year. Lutheran with the bucket. And Jody with the score. 10th point for Calvary. 3-point shot. Well, that is Ford. Played in the JV game there at 30 points. That's another basket for him. Most of his points in the JV were from the 3-point line.
Foul on the floor. Foul number 15, Dominic Sheldon, his second, checking in for Dixon.
Sheldon, that's the third foul of the quarter. 3:55 remain. McBride back into the ball game. Basket underneath. Bucket of their own to cut this to 21. Looks like Dixon right now, they got about 3.5 minutes to go to the half, but unless Calvary can do something here, they gotta stop that. You're gonna really be in a hole here coming out the second half, because Dixon knocking out these threes. Good 1-2 pass, that is blocked. Offensive rebound. 22-point lead right now. Calvary's starting to score a little bit here, but first quarter scoring really kind of caused a problem here. That's the first foul of the...
Jesse Jorgensen, his first, team first.
Oh, so my quarter one is not fixed on there, but it is now. Last foul on Jorgensen. Also the first foul for Calvary. Calvary, ball's on the ground. And we have a injury on the backside here. So we're going to have a replacement come in for that, but
checking in, MJ
Ford will come in, and he is going to replace Drew Young for a minute or two here. Let him take care of that. Ford playing the point along with Kramer. Can't get the running layup. Ball back to the Lions. So Dixon looks like they're in a 2-3 zone pretty much here. And that is how that protects it right there. Kramer underneath. 2.5 minutes to go. Dixon extends the lead now, 38-14. I want to thank the Dixon School District Dixon Booster Club for making these games possible. Also want to give a big thanks to the other sponsors here at Dixon, that Home Plate Grill, Dan Johnson Insurance, for helping to provide coverage of these, along with our biggest supporter, Security Bank of Pulaski County. I want to thank Mike Dunbar for that and keep his wife in our hopes as she's going through some health issues there. And that pass is going into the seats. Hog Shooter and Drew Young checking back in the ball game. Hog Shooter, a senior for the Bulldogs. Oh, making sure the math is right out there before they started. I believe they figured it out. So 24-point lead right now for Dixon. Dixon for the three. That is up. That is good. Senden again with another bucket in this ball game. That is 5 points for him tonight. Nearly tipped away. Calvary protecting, Dixon protecting the corners. Underneath, foul. So we'll have free throws coming. Not sure, it might be 40. We'll see who this is on.
John Kramer.
Oh, John Kramer. A couple people underneath was kind of in that zone. 1:02 to go in the half.
Checking in, Maverick Yoko, MJ Ford. For Calvary,
Israel Cobian at the line, a junior. He currently has 6 points in the ball game, coming off the bench. It's a lane violation, shot no good, and 41-14 right now. 27-point difference in this game. Dixon, Calvary a little late on the defense, but able to recover. Bulldogs from the corner. Nope, they're going to drive in. They're going to look for something on the outside, it looks like here. Calvary settling back. Looks like a one. Oh, are they playing man? I don't know if they're playing man, but we got an open guy out there. Now they're back in a 2-3, but it looks like they're kind of shifting around in a zone, basically. Clock running down, 10 seconds to go. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul, his first.
One of the things they're focusing on this year, you cannot displace the defender if he's in a set position. Senden's first. That is the 5th foul, though. Calvary in the bonus. As the tip is up, it's good. So 41-16, it is Dixon on top. We'll be back after this break here. More basketball. And back here for the third quarter, it is Dixon ball. They are up by 27 right now. Dixon now on the home side. McBride underneath, a little swing pass, foul, travel. So that will be a turnover back to the Lions. But Dixon will have a 2-week break after this, 2.5 weeks before they play their next game in January. Then they'll have 3 that week, 2 on the road and 1 at home. Calvary shot off target, ball heading the other direction. Pass to the corner, 3-point shot. It is up, no good. Volleyball tip into the hands of Dixon. Drew Young will come away with that in the end with the easy layup. Ball is out. Drew Young, 13 points in the contest tonight. Still Calvary basketball. Now looking at districts here, we'll take a look and see the teams in the districts. They'll be playing at Bell. So those teams include Bell, Bourbon, Dixon, Fatima, Iberia, Lynn, and Stillville. Biggest team right now, best record in that would be Fatima at 8-1. Then Iberia 7-3, moved up to Class 3 this year for the boys. Now taking back, looking at the girls' side of things. Girls coming off their first win, they defeated Conway 35-21 Monday night for their first victory. They'll play Bell on the 21st at Bell. So that game tomorrow. I believe that game on MSHSAA Network. I don't plan to stream that game yet, but it's very close. Then Dixon will participate in the Bourbon tournament. They'll face Pacific, who's 4-5. Then the Lady Bulldogs will head to Iberia. Then they'll take a trip to St. Robert where they'll play Maranatha on the 8th. And they'll host Greenridge and Tuscumbia before traveling to Crocker in January. But looking at the girls' district here, seeing what teams are in that. Not all of them are the same and a little different, but not very different. That is Bell, Bourbon, Dixon, Fatima, and Stillville. Just 5 teams on the girls' side. Streaming-wise right now, it's either that, most likely the Dixon district, or the Lakeway district. Lakeway generally hosts at least one district. 5-19 in the third. Dixon up 43-18. And the Dixon Bulldogs first. We'll look at the Lakeway Hornets first. We'll look at the boys. That is tipped out of bounds back to Dixon. That will include Crocker, Eugene, Lakeway, Newburgh, Richland, Stoutland and Vienna, which in a very stacked district, Crocker 8-1, Eugene 8-1, Newburgh 8-1, Stoutland 6-4, Vienna 8-3, while Lakeway is 3-7 and Richland is 0-8. So very tough district on the boys' side. And looking at the girls, once again, both these will be at Lakeway. Lakeway will be Crocker, Iberia, Lakeway, Newburgh, Plato, Richland, and Vienna. A little more diverse here, as Crocker 5-4 for the Lady Lions, Lady Rangers 8-3, Lady Hornets 5-3, improved from the Frisco League tournament.
Illegal screen, number 11.
Illegal screen on Maverick Yoakum. Both teams now have a team foul in this quarter. Newburgh 1-2, Plato 5-4, Richland 6-3, and Vienna Lady Eagles are 6-5. So if you want to sponsor either of those, most likely right now it's looking like the Lakeway district is going to be the one that is streamed. Unless the schedule does work out, we'll see what championship night looks like. Maverick Yoakum with the score again, 45 points for the Bulldogs. This Dixon team scoring 48 points a game, allowing 46. With the score, that's going to make this a 29-point difference. Running clock does not start till the fourth quarter in basketball. Now Calvary scoring 38, only allowing 25, so they have nearly doubled their allowed points from the other team already in this game. And the Lions can't quite get the corner wing shot, not really corner. Dribble pass and basket is good. That is 24 for the Lions on that. I was on the right roster. That is Coolman. Will Coolman to be exact, the freshman. Good move. Foul on the Bulldogs, McBride.
We got a foul on number 14, Tommy McBride.
Away from the ball foul. Multiple substitutions for both teams.
Schnitzler.
47-20, 2:17 in the
number
third.
15, Israel Cobain, checking in for Dixon. Taylor Dobson, John Creamer, Camden Byrne, and Tavante Hawkshuter.
And Calvary slowing things down. Dixon backing out of the press a little bit. And we're working on sponsors for baseball season, whether you want to do Dixon Bulldogs, if you want to do some Waynesville Tigers, whatever you want to do, let me know. We can work something out. I believe I got plans for a Licking Wildcats game or two I'm working on. So we'll do postseason games if you do happen to move on. With the foul, they're a little slow to get up. Looks like number 3, Jorgensen. That.
Israel Cobain.
Oh, it's on Cobain. Jorgensen getting up, coming off the court.
Landon Vandergriff.
And Vandergriff will come in.
One free throw. John Kramer.
And that will send Kramer to the line for a free throw. So now we're all caught up. 2 fouls apiece. 4 timeouts for Dixon. Basket was good. 49-20 currently here. Free throw up. Free throw good. Make that 50.
John Kramer.
Dixon outscoring their average in the ball game. And Lions, it's like 2 and 12 at the point. Brooks and Van de Graaf. Ball's tipped away, going back to the Bulldogs. And someone has kicked this again, so we gotta fix this.
Out of bounds on red, white ball. We had a timeout on the floor.
And we have a timeout on the Bulldogs. We're gonna take a 30. We'll be back.
Timeout. Dixon, 30.
Dixon with the ball under their own basket. They have a 30-point lead right now. Coming off that steal. Dodson sends it over underneath though. McBride, I don't know if McBride happened to throw that up. However, Calvary can't make the coast to coast going the other way. Clock running down, under 30.
We got a foul on White.
28 seconds to go. Foul on
Number 11, Maverick
Bulldogs.
Gilkins,
Offensive
third.
foul. Maverick Gilkins third. That's the second offensive foul in the quarter to turn the ball over. 28.4 seconds. Ball is stolen, but a travel. That'll give the ball back to Calvary. 20 seconds remain. My little AI score tool didn't cooperate.
Basketball.
Dixon will get the ball back after the out of bounds. 18 seconds remain. Inbounding will be Camden Burns. Tries for the layup, foul, jump ball.
Jump ball, possession, Bulldog.
On the shot. So Dixon with the ball still. That'll give Calvary the ball coming out in the quarter. 11 seconds left on the game clock. Ball thrown out to the top again. Drive not there. Second attempt is good. Kramer with the drive. Picked up his own shot and able to get his own rebound for the second attempt.
That's the end of the third quarter.
52. We'll be back with a running clock. Back here, fourth quarter action. Should be running clock. Clock just starting. Looks like Dixon will pick up the win here unless something drastic happens, which will make them 500. That will drop Calvary to 1 game under. Assist, basket up. Sheldon with the basket. I believe Sinden with the assist on that. Slitzler, good save with the ball. Back out to Joby. And Vandergraaf also helping out point along with Coleman. So all the players shifting out playing point here. Including number 15, Cobian. Cobian with the shot. That is blocked. Ball heading the other way. No foul.
got a foul on the floor. Number 24, Will Coleman.
So Will Coleman, the freshman, with the foul, first foul for the guest. And thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back live on, I believe it's the 27th. Take a look back here, and I can tell you for sure it's the 27th. As our first game will be the Mexican Bulldogs against the Hazelwood West. I'm not sure what Hazelwood West mascot is. I believe they are the... I do not know. I think Hazelwood Central's the Hawks, but I'm not sure. Following that, we'll have a girls contest, Grain Valley against the Waynesville Tigers. Then the Hillcrest Hornets against the Springfield Rush on the boys, and Jonesboro, Arkansas Hurricanes against the North County.
Number 5.
So either way,
number 20, Braylon Schulte.
Subs coming into the game, 5.5 minutes to go. 57-20 now. Dixon on top, extending the lead. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Schulte in the game now for the Lions. We have a foul on Dixon, blocking foul. So Young with the foul. That is his second, first team foul. We'll have the girls game, the video that did not work very well. We'll have that uploaded tonight also, along with these games. And if you happen to look where it says members only videos, those will come out on schedule. But if you become a member, I believe the lowest level is like $2.99 or something. You can watch everything that is on there instantly as soon as it's uploaded. But if you do not wish to, that is fine there. Videos will come out as scheduled. Many of them right now scheduling for January. But that will recycle once we run out of basketball dates in February, and then we'll start back over again. So got plenty of basketball coming out. Those are all replays. You can watch the lives anytime. Dixon coming away with the ball again. Young out to Ford. Ford inside, needs to get out of the lane. There he goes. So Dixon's slowing things down now here. Dixon doesn't have to be in a hurry. We forgot something cute.
Texas Monday Hawk shooter John Kramer for Dixon.
And Hog shooter coming back into the ball game. Looks like many of the subs coming back. Tip is good. Maverick Yokel with the score. Dixon up 59-20. Calvary yet to score in this quarter. Temperatures coming back in. Pollen is definitely in the air. Rebound Bulldogs heading the other way. Number 1 can't get it. Offensive rebound. That is good. Hogshooter with the putback again. 61-20. Foul
on the floor
is against the Bulldogs. Foul number 3.
Taylor Dobson checking in for Calvary. Number 11, Gabe
Havely coming in for the first time, a senior. More seniors for Calvary here. Two-point shot, no good. On the rebound, looks like MJ Ford with that. A minute and a half to go. Dixon will pick up a victory tonight. Still 2 fouls away from a shooting bonus, but at this point, it would not help them with the running clock. Calvary coming the other direction here. Again, thank you for joining us. Once again, thank you, Gann Johnson Insurance, Home Plate Grill, Dixon School District, Dixon Booster Club, Security Bank of Pulaski County, everyone else that has supported broadcasts this year, Rustic Treasures of St. Robert, Waynesville Youth Football, Waynesville School District for their broadcast. Allowing me to do those, and this will run most of the clock down here. Foul on Calvary, that is 11. That is 11. That is Pavley, his first, third team. Yoakum shooting 2, so he will basically take a knee here with these free throws. Clock continuing to roll. First free throw by Yoakum is no good. One more free throw on the way, and that is good. 62. So 62-22, and that will probably end this ball game with 12 seconds to go. And again, thank you for joining us here. Calvary will not take the shot. They're going to hold it. And with that, that is our final 62-22. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. We will talk to you later from
Shot up. That is in. Burns the win. Have room to run. Also, this is champion. Toronto, both there. Henry is